Welcome back, everybody, to Warped Season 2, Episode number 25. We will be using mature language, and if you're wondering why the break took so long, it's 100% Fuzzy's fault. Welcome back, everybody.
Got her! No! How about, look, I will freely admit when it is my fault, but that was not my fault. You guys were talking about Metallica, okay?
Get wrecked, nerd. Okay. So, we return to the battle, and I believe that it was Ilya's. Ilya had just gone. The goons are repositioning themselves. The people down on the ground, I think, are doing some running and gunning. I think that they're on the move, and basically they're going to take some pot shots while they go. We're going to say that the two on the roof get in position so that they're still up high on the roof, and they're going to provide suppressing fire for the people down on the ground. So there's two people providing suppressive fire. I don't know if that equates to multiple dice. If not, then we're going to change that. Suppressive fire is not target dependent. You designate a specific ally. Okay, so there's 4 people on the ground. We're going to say the 2 guys are providing suppressive fire for 2 of the people. So 2 of the people are going to get cover. The others are just out in the open. And here we go. They're going to move. They don't get all the way across the street. First guy going to take a shot. You are behind cover right now. 9-11 is a miss. Next guy is also going to take a shot. 6-9 is a miss. The next guy, they're all running and gunning. Next guy is the first guy in cover. This is a 13 against, probably against Ilya, because he was the last one there.
A miss.
Okay. And the last one is an 11 is a miss. Yeah, so there's basically four people out in the middle of the street, 2 of which are being covered. There's 3 on the right side, 1 on the left, as they're sort of trying to cross the street and fire as they're running. And that's going to be it for their turn. The other guys are providing suppressive fire. Vok 2, it's your turn.
Okay, are we down an alley? Is that where we are? We're at.
You're in the construction site. Yeah, you're in the construction site. Yeah. There's basically like those concrete dividers with the orange, plastic or whatever above it.
Just quickly, I don't want to do an investigation check to really do any search, but I would just want to quickly pop my head up and look back in the direction we came from. Where did or do I see any of the people that we quote unquote rescued from the lab?
So you can give me a perception check if you want to do that. That will cost you 1 action.
Okay, I won't do it then. I'm going to stealth a little bit farther in, and I want to try and get a good spot that I can ambush someone, almost like at a choke point, if they're going to follow us into this warehouse.
Okay, absolutely. So give me a tactics roll first.
Plus intuition, right?
Intuition.
Okay.
Okay. And then give me a stealth plus your agility.
Okay.
10 for the tactics roll, by the way.
Okay, and
for the podcast.
I got to add a d6 for this because I'm using my 16 plus my armor.
It's raining, so I'm going to say
Am I
that.
inside, though? Do I have cover inside?
Yeah, we'll say that. So you got a 6 there for the extra roll. So that's going to bring it to a 22. Okay. Yeah, you're probably barely inside. I think that it's you sort of take position behind sort of a column or something, the first group of columns. It's probably some sort of parking garage kind of structure. So it's a lot of like concrete columns that are around, and you just kind of go behind the closest one. It's honestly, it's not the best choke point. You just kind of reacted, and that was your field of vision. You just saw that, and you went back there.
Okay.
Ilya, you see Vok2 just sort of shimmer again, and he goes off.
Okay. I'm gonna just pop over the cover, and I'm gonna take a shot at one of the guys on the roof.
Okay.
Get the high ground first.
Sure.
Priority. 23.
23 is a hit.
Nice roll.
Okay, I'm gonna make this deadly strike damage. 12.
12. Okay. This guy basically, you see him like take a shot in the shoulder, like drops to the ground.
Yeah, and I'll just switch my aim to the other guy up there and fire a beam out at him as well. 17.
That's a hit.
Voice. What was the decided rule on deadly strike?
Once per
round?
round, yeah.
Okay, good. 8 damage for that guy.
Okay. Yeah, he takes a shot, sort of clips him, and again, from the angle that you're at, shoulder is one of the few things that are visible. Face. Maybe you kind of like, I think, you see the beam like catch him like on the side of the cheek, sort of. You hear like this yelling scream as you sizzle off a layer of skin there.
Yeah, and I just duck back down. I'm staying where I am in hopes that they've seen where I am, so if Vok2 sneaking off there, it might give us an advantage.
Okay. So. Okay. The one all the way to the left is going to go first. Advancing forward. They're going to get probably, I would say, perpendicular to you. Okay? So they get... This guy is going to come up directly, to your side there. He's going to have a non-cover-based shot at you.
Okay.
Not good, though. 6, 7, 8. Yeah, an 11 is a miss. That's his turn. The other 3 are going to advance forward. Judging from their position, they're going to stay on the right side because that's where they were. You're kind of central, I guess, sort of from them. They're going to keep trying to flank you. They're going to move along to the right side and try and get on your side. First guy is going to get across. He will get past the cover.
You'll get crossfire bonus.
Yes. And this is going to be an additional 1d6. Getting into danger territory. This is going to be an 8, 11. Oh, this is a hit. 21, 24.
Yeah.
No crit, though. You got lucky. That's going to be 7 damage.
I soak it up.
Okay. Next guy is going to move up similar position along the side. Gets an additional d6 now. So we're at 7 d6s. Did not roll great. 8, 12, 11, or 12, 13, 14, 16, 19.
Ooh, that misses.
19 misses. Wow.
Yeah.
Lucky.
20.
Okay, the last one going to move into position, gets another d6. As they have started to flank you now. Okay. There's the roll. 12, 16. Yeah, this is enough. 26, 33. Yeah, it's a little bit. I didn't get a crit though. Got lucky. This is going to do 10 damage.
Some of it gets through.
Yeah, it catches you kind of like off guard. You just see all these guys kind of flanking. You're trying to like keep an eye on the people on the roof. You're just swiveling your head back and forth, trying to maintain a vigil on all these people, but they've just flanked you and they shoot you probably in the hip or something. All right. There's one guy on the roof, and he will be providing suppressing fire, still firing away at the concrete divider that you're behind cover with. Vox 2.
Okay, I'm gonna take just a quick peek. Do I see anybody sort of within range?
Yes. There's nobody within range of your surprise attack, but they are within range if you want to close the melee. Basically, you're in range either way. You can go to the right or you can go to the left. On your right is the one guy that's been hitting you on that side. He's the guy closest to you. The other three are closing in on Ilya and are approaching his position.
So how far away would you say the one to the right is, the one that's been shooting me?
20 feet.
20 feet? Okay. Yeah, I'll actually, it's hard to do without a map. I will I'll just sprint off towards him.
Okay. And what are you going to do?
I'm going to run up to him and try and stab him in the gut with my wrist blade.
All right, let's make it happen. Come on.
Okay. So that is... Okay. Everything is different since we changed everything up. Wrist blade. So I'm rolling for strength plus brawling. There should be an extra... Should there be an extra d6 on that? Yes, there should.
Ooh, 3 1s in that roll. Ouch.
Yeah. So 15.
15 on a 66.
Yeah.
Is a... Hold on, let me see. Let me check. I wasn't expecting melee attack here. I think it's a miss, but let me just double check. No, that's a hit.
Awesome. Okay, so I will roll. And we decided when we made the character that Deadly Strike was passive for melee. Did you? Did you not?
You can use it once per round.
Okay, so that's been changed too. All right, yeah, I'll use that then for this. $11 damage.
Oof, very nice. Okay, yeah, you just slice like this furrow like through the upper portion. He tries to like back away, but you catch him like across the chest, leaving like the is it a 2-pronged blade?
Yeah, it's 2-pronged.
Okay, yeah. So I guess
and it's like kind of barbed too, so it's
does
pretty
it
nice.
Does it come up along the sides or on the top? There's like
right along the
Wolverine.
sides.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So yeah, you just these furrows just kind of gouge through the chest, and you can see the guy like recoil in pain, like shocked that you're there, like because this sort of shimmer is there, and he's just what the fuck, and just horrible furrow dug through the chest. Okay. That's your turn. Or do you want to try to continue to move? You still have movement if you want to move.
Is there any pillars or anything close by?
Yeah, I think
So
you can get back to the same one you were at.
Sure, I'll do that. I'll just sprint back and I'll just run up, stab him in the gut, and then run back.
Okay. Fair enough. Ilya.
All right, so these guys are like very close, right? 10 feet of me?
They are, I don't think 10 feet, maybe like 15.
Okay.
There's only one of them that's essentially getting cover right now.
Okay. Then the first thing I'll do is pop the shot at the guy on the roof.
Okay.
Gonna get him again. 16?
That's a miss. Phaser, probably from all their shots that are coming down from you from the suppressive fire, maybe makes you a bit hesitant as you go up for the shot, and you just kind of... You can see it splashes on the warehouse in front, melting this kind of like divot out of the front.
All right, I'm gonna then angle off to change cover. I want to move away from the guys, so that means I'll move.
Are you moving
towards
straight
Vok 2
back towards
the
the
one
construction site, or are you moving toward... Vok 2's probably off to the side of the construction site, probably like still just underneath, but you can move straight back into there, or you can move towards Vok 2, whatever you want to do.
I'll probably move into it and take cover behind a pillar or a girder or something.
Okay. Fair enough.
Get there, and then that's my turn.
Okay. Yeah, the goon that you sort of zapped Vok 2, you only kind of like, you know, the rain, like as it kind of like hit your stealth, you see just kind of like phase in, like the guy was shocked by it. Like still the guy looks kind of like bewildered by the whole experience. This giant like fucking wall of meat came down and rained this bloody claw upon his chest, and then faded like back out into the night. It's kind of like looking, where the fuck is it? Where the fuck is it? And he's gonna kind of like run forward, and I think the way that I'm gonna do this is I'm gonna take away a whole bunch of dice. He's gonna like panic fire, and basically there's no possible way he can actually hit you. Let me see if he can. Give me a stealth check. We'll do that. If he can see you, then
Okay.
I gotta roll perception versus your stealth here.
19.
Okay, it's not possible for him to see you. Let's see if I roll 3 6s. Maybe he get no. Okay, so he's just panic firing around. You're seeing like laser blasts just kind of going off nearby. And he's got no idea where you are, just panic firing into the place. The three guys that were right after you, Ilya, they kind of advance, probably trying to find cover for themselves, and they're going to try and take a shot at you.
But now they've presented their backs to Buster.
We've got a 12 as a miss. What number are they trying to beat?
20.
Okay. Yeah, basically the only thing they can do when you're in cover is crit. I'm rolling high. 13. And last one, 12. Yep, so 3 misses. Laser fire going off. The guy up on the roof is going to reposition. That will be both turns for him. Vok 2. Guy's
Okay, so
just
the one that
panic
was,
firing all around. He has no idea where you are.
So is he firing in my general direction or in the opposite general direction? Does he know like which way I sneaked off to, or is?
Not a clue.
But which way is he shooting? Is he shooting in my general direction, or is
I
he
think he
looking in
was
a different
he was
direction,
probably shooting into the building, I'd say.
Would I be farther into the building? I don't know.
I think you're kind of off to his side, maybe, but you're not in his like real field of vision right now.
Okay. Okay, if I'm not in his field of vision, I'm going to try and like sneak up, not necessarily stealthily, but move in the line of sight with which he can't really see me with my stuff still activated. And I'm going to try and sneak up and stab him in the back with my wrist blade again.
Okay, I'm going to give you an extra D6 for this.
Okay. So, all right, let's do that. Extra d6 to hit. 27.
27 is definitely a hit. No problem. Kind of
Okay.
catch him off guard, like, looks down, give me some damage.
All right, let's see here. So, and because I moved, the only way you can do your dual wielding stuff is if you haven't moved that turn, correct? Because it takes multiple actions. Yep. Yeah. Okay. All right. Yeah. So I'm going to stab him in the back, and I'm going to use my weak point exploit on this. So any damage I do is going to ignore his soak.
Okay.
Can you combine exploits?
Yes, absolutely.
Yeah.
As
So
long
weak
as
point, weak point plus deadly strike.
Okay.
6 plus 10 damage.
10 damage. How do you kill him?
I stabbed him straight to the neck.
Just
Like straight, not like straight that way, but kind of like almost like an uppercut, but hit him in the back. So the blades are probably going to pop up to the top of the skull.
oh god. Just like a you
Yeah,
get that
then I'm gonna just
Terminator.
rip it back
Kill of
out.
the week.
It looks like Terminator 2, like the fucking, you know, when they do the blade underneath the jaw kind of thing, but from the back. Yeah, and let's see here. You get 5 style points.
Okay, that's my favorite part of this game. Style points. All right, and I still have a little bit of movement left, correct?
Absolutely.
So where I'm at right now, am I within line of sight of the other enemies, or are we sort of like off to the side, or?
Oh, I think you're definitely in line of sight of the enemies. They're behind. They're behind basically like 2 pillars. Like 2 of them are behind one pillar. Another one's behind another pillar.
Okay.
Quite clearly, they're aiming at Ilya.
Okay, and is there a pillar that's closer to them that I can go behind and hide?
I don't
Or
think
are the
so.
pillars too spread out?
I think
Probably
you
the
can-
previous pillar is the closest one that I could use.
I think you can get behind the divider, just on the opposite side that Ilya was at.
Okay. Yeah, I'll do that. I'm gonna just sort of viciously pull the blade back out, and because it's barbed, there's probably like a whole bunch of gross entrails and stuff involved. But I'm just gonna pull it back out, and I'm gonna push him in the direction of the line of sight, and then I'm gonna just sort of sneakily, as best I can, hop over the divider and bunker down there.
Sounds good. Okay. Ilya. You just hear this
Okay.
like horrible squelching scream.
I know what it means. I nod to myself and then out of cover. Gonna take a shot at the. I'll start left to right. So my left. So the rightmost of the 3 guys from their point of view. Rifles. 14.
That's a
What do
miss.
you mean a 14? That was my test shot, and then I really shoot the guy this time. 18.
Okay. Now keep in mind, if you stay in position, in cover, you start to lose your advantage there.
Yeah, I lose it in my next turn, right? Let me look at pen down. I can't pen down. Where is it?
I think you start to
Getting
get pinned down.
For every turn that you remain in the same square,
Yep.
opponents gain additional die.
Does that work though when you're using cover? Because cover's a different mechanic than pin down.
Yeah.
Yeah, it
Yeah.
just
It
reduces
does?
my
Yep.
cover bonus by 1 every time. So.
Oh, okay.
I'll stay in cover this time just because I'm in a decent position and Voctor is behind them. So, all right. So do I hit that guy? With the 18.
The 18 is a hit. Yes.
Okay, and I get him right in the face. My deadly strike 13.
13. Okay. He folds like a lawn chair. You just see like the face just kind of like fall down. This hole just kind of, you hit him like kind of in the cheek maybe. That's kind of like, so you see the skin like just kind of melt a little bit and just singe and blacken.
Yeah. Nice. Yeah, and I just stick behind my cover for now.
Okay. The goons are going to advance on your position, starting to flank, going around sort of pincer movements to your sides. First one gets an additional d6 now for its fact that you're getting pinned down. This is 12, 17, 22.
And I'll do it.
Hits for 12.
Woo! You got through.
The guy on the other side now, as the pincer is starting to form, now gets another 6 because now they have flanked you. That's going to hit 12, 17, 22.
Did they cancel out my cover?
29.
Yeah, for sure it hits.
This is going to hit for 9.
Okay.
And the last guy is going to...
fill up on the roof, right?
Yeah. He's got a shot on you, but he just gets the pin down bonus. He's not going to get the flank.
So he's -1.
And I'm going to take another die away because of the positioning, basically. He's shooting into the dark. I think that's way harder. Okay. 9, 10, 11, 13's a miss. Okay. Vok 2. You can see that there's... Basically, there's 2 people that you're right behind. Like, maybe 10 feet away. Then there's another guy that's approaching on the street, probably directly to your right, maybe like 20 feet away.
Okay, so if I were to move towards the 2 that I was behind, I would effectively be within range of the 3, correct?
Yes.
On their turn.
Yeah, you have to go around the divider, basically.
Let's see here. Yeah, you know what? I'm just going to straight up hop the divider and go towards one of the ones that are looking the opposite direction.
What's your jump?
Oh, my jump? Oh, God. It deleted it from there. I got to find it real quick. I can figure it out.
I got it. So it's a 10-foot vertical jump. You have to get a running start, though, to get that. So you can give me, I'll say give me a strength plus acrobatics.
Okay.
Because I think this is definitely going to cost you an action for sure. Oh, yeah, 26. You just totally, like, leap over the fucking... Because it's a concrete divider, and then there's, like, that orange plastic fencing above it. So you just leap, like, over the whole fucking thing. And you get directly behind the one on the left.
And I would have... I'm attacking with the high ground now, correct?
You're sort of attacking on the way down. I'll say with a 26, sure. Sure.
Sweet. All right, yeah, that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to leap over the thing, and I'm going to come down with my... like, as I'm falling, I'm going to unsheath the battle axe from my back and just dual wield it and kind of come down and try and split this guy in two.
Okay.
So we're not using brawling. And one thing I wanted to ask, because I know when I built the character, we had said in the first episode I had used brawling for my axe.
Yeah.
And then we had switched it off. If that was the case when I originally made it, I have a point in rifles. I would have put that in axes if that was the case. Would you mind if I retcon that? Or
sure.
Can we just do that for the next episode?
Yeah, no problem.
Are you okay with that?
Yeah.
Okay, so... All right, let me just change this to axes. Strength.
Yeah, I don't know how I missed that.
That and okay, and you said I get an extra D6 as well because of what's going on, correct? For the attack roll, like how I rolled my acrobatics.
Yep.
All right.
Yeah, you're gonna come down basically from a jumping
66.
attack.
And I'm using the same exploits I used on the previous attack. So I'm going to use my deadly strike and the what's it called? The weak point, which is once per enemy you may ignore any soak he possesses.
Okay.
All All right, so this is the attack roll. Yeah, I can't use feint because I've already used one of the actions. All right, 66, 19 to hit.
19's a hit.
Okay, and I'm going to roll damage. This ignores also.
22. You cleave him into 3 pieces. You basically bring your war. What is it called? War blades.
I'm using the battle axe, so it's like a
the battle
Drazakian
axe.
ceremonial battle
Yeah.
axe. Yeah, it's
So-
adorned with all sorts of runes and everything.
Oh, okay. So then
Yeah.
you cleave him into 2 pieces. You just bring it right down. It's not even like a center cut. It's like this horrible like asymmetrical kind of cut that you just bring down. Maybe like neck down to hip, like just this horrible splurching sound. Like you hear him kind of bubble up this scream, and it just fades super fast.
And the way I'm going to end it, like flavor-wise, I'm just going to look to the guard to his. Is the other one to the right or the left? The one that was
The
relatively
right.
close to him. So I'm just going to look to the left or to the right. Look at him. I'll look to the right at this guy, and I'm just going to take the battle axe, look him in the eye, and just lick the blood off of it.
So this invisible, shimmery type thing, this tongue. I don't even know. I mean, do you have tongue? Is it just more tentacles in there?
We'll say it's just I have a tongue, but we'll say I just sort of wipe some blood off of it with the tentacles and just kind of feed myself the blood
Okay.
and look at him.
All right.
Yo, Bobby, a freak, yo.
Yeah, Vok 2 is he's a savage.
Ilya.
Whew. All right. I'm just gonna open fire at the guy that's left alive. Of the 2 that were shooting me.
Plus, there's still the guy on the street.
Yeah. 17.
That's a hit.
I'll give him deadly strike damage of 18.
Okay. That's pretty devastating. Yeah. You basically catch him with the phaser, dead in the face. I think he goes down, falls to the ground. Not even a scream. Like, just got caught full in the face.
Yeah, he was distracted by his buddy getting sliced in half. And I
Yep.
just right through that spot under the nose where it goes through and just destroys the brainstem. And then I'm
Absolutely.
going to come round a bit further from cover and I'm going to shoot the guy out in the street.
Okay.
20. For standard damage of 12.
Okay. Yeah, you catch him. This guy also takes a shot, this time in the chest. You can see him just like falls to the ground, sort of clutching the chest and bleeding out. You guys are out of combat. Whew. And yeah, Vok 2, you get another 10 style points.
Okay.
I came
So
out from my cover. Are we clear?
I'm looking around. Do I see any enemies?
No, but you can hear the sounds of sirens, kind of like in the distance.
Your friends are here.
Well, we'll see how useful that is. Okay.
Where are the prisoners?
Yeah, let's go take a look, but approach carefully just in case. I'll lead way, you follow. I kind of start moving back over towards the warehouse, but kind of sticking to cover and scanning carefully before moving forward again.
Okay, give me a perception check.
18.
Okay. You don't appear to see anybody else seemingly moving. You can hear probably a few groans of pain, maybe from up on the roof, in that general direction.
I think some might be very injured, but we should be safe. I should wait here for backup. I think it's best if you stay hidden.
Did you say there was one alive on the roof?
I heard something may have been death rattle. Who knows?
I'm gonna look up quickly. Is there anywhere that I see that I can kind of bound up acrobatically to see?
Or ladders.
Yeah, or a ladder.
Yeah, there's definitely some kind of catwalk inside that you experience, and they got up on the roof from somewhere. You can give me an investigation check plus your intuition, I think, in this case.
Intuition? Okay,
Yeah.
so I don't have investigation, so I'll just use intuition. A 10.
Okay. You don't see anywhere on the front side of the warehouse in terms of ladders.
I don't see a way up. I'm sure the inside is still filled with that gas.
Yes, it's not safe. We wait here. We see if this is backup coming, and we let them take care of it and try to finish this mystery. Oh, or what are you do? It doesn't matter. I have to finish mystery.
Don't forget our agreement.
Yes, of course, our agreement. I would never forget this.
100%
Good.
forgot.
I don't pick up on any social cues, so I just assume that he knows what's going on. Yeah, I'm gonna head back in towards one of the corpses inside.
Okay. While you're doing that, Dr. Icarus, you, Betty, and Molly start to approach the warehouse area. You found the location. You can hear that there are some sirens or something. It sounds like you're getting close to you, but you're basically like one street away, Dr. Icarus.
I think we're getting close. I'm not sure how much longer I can hold up this breakneck speed, though.
We're going 33 miles an hour.
I don't say it out loud, for God's sakes, woman.
Your skin is making a very strange noise.
My knuckles are like white as I'm gripping like so hard. I'm gripping so
Bone coming through there.
I don't think this vehicle was designed to go at this crazy speed.
Right. You realise that you go faster in the chair sometimes, right?
Yes, but that's science. I don't know what the spindle whip cross pole is on this.
Oh, I can tell you that. It's right. It's linked to the differentiation nozzle. Right there. See?
Yeah.
Now what I can do? Right. I'm gonna start climbing into the front and pointing bits out on the car.
Maybe
Right,
look at the
very
juice
okay.
nexus at the back, Betty.
What?
The juice nexus.
Do you mean the fuel tank?
I don't know what they call it in the simulation, do I?
Right. Well, anyway, right. Actually, do you know what? If you hang on, right, push your foot down on that a second. Did you know this thing's got a second gear? Boom.
Oh my God!
Right, look.
We go up to 34 miles an hour.
However, the engine stops making horrendous grinding. It's actually in gear now. I'm assuming it was slightly, it was like the clutch was grinding a little bit for the entire trip. Look at that!
So yeah, you come around the corner, you can see the warehouse. There's essentially like people lying in. There's like, give me a perception check, Dr. Icarus.
Sure, I will do that.
Since I'm sort of like
Holy shit!
An 11 on a 2d6. Yeah.
must have cleaned his glasses recently.
Yeah, so there's something something in the road, like a pile of something.
Oh, there's something up ahead. What is that?
It looks
We
like
don't know. Maybe you should slow down a little bit.
We're
It looks
gaining
like-
on it fast.
It looks
Slow
like a
down.
body. Maybe don't
Right.
run it over.
I'm gonna push his knee down on the brake.
You're in the back, so I mean, you
Yeah,
just
remember I'd sort of like
It's getting a lot
climbed-
closer, Betty.
Yeah. Right, here we go. Is it fishtailing slightly? your
was that the
paws,
inverse
sorry.
go box grips?
There's
Right, hang on, I'm
there's
gonna
kind
lift
of
his knee up.
yeah, there's
Off
kind of
the
a
stomach.
thump, like one thump, and you guys stop like. "Arr!"
Did you just run somebody over?
No.
I'm gonna get out and have a look under the car. Did you just run somebody over?
Oh, there's definitely somebody under the car.
Were they dead anyway?
I don't know if you know that.
What's the procedure, Betty? Should I drive away
You
from
just
them?
ran
or-
someone over.
Go, go, go! Get in the back of the car. Right, punch it, Chewie. Come on, let's go.
What are you doing? I thought we were gonna meet with your friends.
Right, hang on. Right, Dick, move. I'm gonna sort of like sit in his lap and just like, right, here we go.
And you just accelerate?
How close are we to the? Is this? Are we at the warehouse?
Yeah. The warehouse is
Right, okay,
probably
okay.
like right
In
up
that
ahead.
case-
You've never
yeah,
seen it.
Right.
This
Right.
is,
Where the hell?
Betty-
Let's just
Your horns are in my face, Betty.
right. Well, just lick him a bit or something. It's fine.
Lick them.
Well, I don't know.
Smells like a cat's behind. What kind of pheromones? Oh, is it March? Sorry, I didn't. Sorry.
Look,
Beware the Ides of March.
you just leave my musk out of this, all right?
Mhm.
It's
I'd love
sexy.
to, but you sat in my lap.
Ooh. All right. Anyway.
Right, I'm getting out. And Molly just kind of opens the door and climbs out of the car.
Well, fine then. Fine. Let's go. Are we there yet?
It's right there.
Oh, right. Okay. Well, fine then. Wonder who that was.
I'm gonna.
Collateral damage is fine.
I can't really see
Hello,
under the
under there.
car.
Yeah.
Can you get my chair out, please, Betty?
Oh, right, yeah, sure. Dunk. Right, it might be a bit, basic for the moment.
What have you done with my pillow?
Oh, sorry, I had to cannibalize it. Also, the recline function doesn't really work anymore.
Yes,
Hang
I
on.
noticed that.
Oh, I can ratchet it forward for you. Okay, the chair just goes.
Ow!
There you go. It doesn't have a middle now. It's too far.
Ow!
Oh, it's fine.
It's not. You sit in this bloody thing.
Well, you just complained about me sitting on your lap.
Betty,
What? Hang
what
on,
are we
right, 2
doing?
seconds. Science. Okay, there you go. It's fine. It's posturpedic. All right then. Right, it might list a little bit to one side.
I don't care about that. My piles are killing me now.
Well, it might vibrate a little bit as well.
What?
Don't ask.
Right, who was the body?
I don't know. Hello? Are you dead? Hello?
Molly kind of bends down. She says, "That's a crown boy."
Are they the bad guys, right?
Well, they're one of the gang members.
I
That-
pull out my pistol and just put a shot on his head to make sure he's definitely dead.
Whoa!
What? We already ran him over. Just, he might be suffering.
Well, he's definitely not suffering anymore if he was.
Exactly right. Anyway, go on, then let's go.
So, where are your friends?
We have no idea. Can you hear any gunshots or screams?
So, by now, I think Vaktu, both you and Ilya can see Betty and definitely hear Betty for sure. And Dr. Icarus's squeaky voice.
I'm saying to Betty,
He's not Rasputin.
I
You know we
give
should castrate him as well.
Why is that your first suggestion for everything?
Well, it's, one of the things about Rasputin, wasn't it? You got castrated and poisoned and strangled and drowned and,
I give Vaktu a nudge. Okay, here's our chance. We have to go out and look really cool and try and get many style points.
I'm very hungry.
Yes, channel that. Use it as creative energy. Are you ready? Use
What?
lots of swagger, and imagine it's in slow motion.
Okay. I turn off my my camouflage. I'm just covered in just blood and viscera. How do I look?
Perfect.
Hmm.
Let's go.
I straighten my back, just kind of.
Yeah, and I hold my rifle in my hand and we turn the corner and walk out in slow-mo.
Sure. Meanwhile, outside of the simulation, Thick, you're sort of having a conversation with the rest of the crew members that did not go into the into this simulation. You've had a conversation with the hacker. I believe his name was B.R.A.I.N. And you've been trying to sort of get him to hack into the spectacle.
Yes, and I suggested it, and then Ishar was like, "No."
Yeah. So B.R.A.I.N. has approached you, essentially, and has said,
"May I speak with you privately, please?"
I'm gonna look around because I don't know if there's any sort of like side hallways or anything on this corridor where we're at.
Well, you guys are kind of at like a sort of docking area outside of this the spectacle. It's got kind of like a almost like a pier. I don't know what to call it, but it's kind of an open area for parking. And you know, B.R.A.I.N. has been kind of hanging out on the ship. The various crew members have kind of sat outside in various locations, maybe talking about possible strategies. And Achara has sort of been regaling people with her marvelous feats of athleticism. And basically, they're kind of just waiting things out. A lot of being a military officer is a lot of hurry up and wait. Is a very, very famous kind of phrase for a lot of military personnel. It's like immediate, you need to go here. Oh my God, wait.
Okay. I guess Thick will find a moderately tall pile of what might be any sort of shipment that's been dropped off for any purpose, crates or whatnot.
You guys can head into the ship too.
Well, I don't want anyone to come on the ship. So Thick's like, okay, please follow me. And tucks around behind one of the shipment crates that are close.
Okay.
I don't even know what B.R.A.I.N. looks like, so hopefully he's short too.
And by the way, outside here you have both of your wacky waving arms.
Yeah. But I probably have like a ghosted feeling of the other one. I'm just kidding.
It feels like moobs.
Yeah, you can feel it ghostly.
A very long one. It's a little odd. It's like a pinky finger.
Nipples like Tic Tacs.
So, you sort of try to find a space, maybe away from the rest of the group, and B.R.A.I.N. says,
"I am intrigued by the problem that is the spectacle. I believe that I can, in fact, get past their defenses. I am, however, concerned that if I break mission protocols, I will be forced to endure horrible, horrible things."
What leaves you intrigued about the spectacle?
I have never seen a defensive system like this one before. Their electronic programming is essentially a hacker's dream.
If their currency is all within their system and not exchangeable for outer areas, why would their defense system be so charged?
I am not sure. Cultural reasons, perhaps?
Interesting. Should we try to find a port somewhere away from the terminal that we were accessing previously?
I am definitely intrigued by this proposition. Perhaps you can cover for me?
I'm not a very sizable android, but I will try to cover.
I was not speaking in the terms of the physical realm, but perhaps using
Oh.
your charm.
You mean to cause a distraction in the term of cover.
Yes.
All right.
Is this something that is within your programming?
I am not used to making large distractions, but much less hiding from ones, but I will try.
Excellent. I am glad that we can work together. 7H1CC.
I am as well. I am inputting a high five right now. Just ports in.
Into brain?
For a high five.
Oh, okay.
Robot sex.
So, brain says,
I was not expecting this. This is intriguing.
Does Brain have arms?
oh, for sure, yeah.
Okay. I
What
do
kind
not
of
have-
robot doesn't have arms?
Originally, I was behind the times, apparently.
They will say, I do not have very much control over these inflatable tube arms, but we will high five.
Can you explain this procedure for me?
In native, how do I say this? In native human form, a high five is a meeting of the hands, preferably in the air or low, down low, as they say, to affirm a joyous celebration towards affirming their friendship. I can't think of anything to say.
Speaking of robots, really hard, guys. Just letting you know.
This seems like a complete waste of time. It sounds like a very typical human activity.
I do believe it is meant to increase endorphins and cause joy. Now, seeing that we do not have any, I will pour it out then.
Perhaps we can substitute coolant?
Coolant?
Coolant instead of endorphins?
I will think about this proposition of exchanging coolants at another time.
Very well.
Okay.
So hot.
That's why we gotta cool it down with the coolant.
I know. Gotta think about a distraction now.
So where are they?
So,
right outside
yeah,
the ship,
they're
or-
near the terminal. Probably they've just kind of copped a squat. Basically, they probably put their packs and stuff down, maybe leaning against their packs. They're just kind of chit chatting, near the area. I think that Sharon is probably walking around, maybe with her rifle, and just
Okay.
kind of keeping an eye out for things. Wayne is definitely he's leaned his hat back, and he's just kind of sitting against his backpack,
Okay, Thick will try to kind of.
I feel like Wayne definitely has a baseball cap that's just annihilated, it's worn to shit. It's got
the
holes
weird,
everywhere.
Sweat salt lines all
Yeah.
the way around the edges.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay, so Thick's gonna kind of heavily trod past Wayne just to kind of test to see if he's asleep or just resting. First.
Give me a perception check.
Okay.
Doggle, everybody loves you. It's fine. I promise. I'm so sorry if you guys can hear that.
Everyone loves Quincy. Don't be sorry. An 8 on a 3d6. Yeah, Wayne's totally asleep.
Okay, so Thick will go over to HR and she's gonna say, HR, in order to reserve battery power on the ship, but also charge my own battery system, I do need to find a docking station within this area. Would you mind escorting me towards this station?
She looks down at you with this disdainful glare, and she says,
What? I don't understand. There should be plenty of opportunities to recharge aboard the ship.
HR was with us when we went through all the jumps and stuff before, right?
I mean, she was on the ship, yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
HR, I do worry that upon our trip back, we will hit the same amalgamations and problems that we hit on the way back. We did have to conserve battery power at some point during that trip, and I would like to not make any other cause of damage to the battery with my own charging.
Give me a charisma check.
Okay.
And if
I'm
you
gonna
have
do a
any,
charisma
do you have
check.
bluffing or anything like that?
I have unsuspicious, which is, yeah, everybody trusts a robot or service droid. You gain 1 + 1d6 and bonus in all attempts to bluff or deceive.
Excellent. So yeah, give me charisma plus another d6.
Boop.
So an 8 on a 2d6 plus a 1.
I'm very charismatic. Get out of here, Zagatus. I see you laughing at me.
So, makes it, breaks it. Char also rolls the same thing. And she says, she looks kind of like,
Very well. I was in the middle of my story of how I climbed this volcano that was active while we were in midst of a competition. But perhaps I can tell you. You see.
and she starts to like walk you around like the platform or whatever.
Mhm.
And
I feel like Thick tells her that Ilya was getting her to come up with different formats of combat for her puzzles and different strategies, so this was very useful for Thick.
okay.
To hear Char's stories.
If you require some sort of template for your combat puzzles that you speak of, I would be happy to participate. I can show you the very pinnacle of Spartan combat. You see, my instructor, he was Sivat. Sivat, you see, was very aggressive. From birth, he instructed me. Immediately upon exiting my mother's womb, I was brought into the fold.
I do believe that Ilya is extremely confident and capable as a combatant, so having your input to test him with later will be extremely valuable.
If this is against Officer Muromets, then I will have to act at my very best.
And
I
she
will
says,
be showing him this information.
Let me show you this maneuver.
and she starts to like go through all these like complicated like disarm motions and like she said,
When the attacker approaches you thusly with a bladed weapon, you
As
then...
she begins talking, I waggle my little arm and brain.
give me. I feel like it's so obvious that you do this. Like it's just waving in the background. Like it's so hard to conceal. So give me, I guess, give me an agility check. If you have stealth, you can roll that.
No. Okay.
A 10. Okay. I'm rolling like shit for a cha. Okay, so yeah, she's all kind of up in her own head. She's not paying attention at all to what's happening, and yeah, you maybe at the corner of your eye just see like brain kind of trailing off to some other area of the of everything, and that's where we're gonna take our next break. We're gonna take our next break there. We'll be right back, everybody. Stay tuned for more Warped Season 2, episode number 25 in just a little bit. Hang tight.